going to Victor Drive, going when you go to Savannah State, instead of taking Victor Drive and go all the way to the end where what name of that damn road is now. You go all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. K-Mox. It used to be a big K-Mox over there. We used to go that way to Victor Drive, but you had to go all the way in the east side, Price Street and all that stuff, way in there to go to either go straight in to Wilmington Island, Thunderbolt, before you get there. And that's always been a problem. That whole Victor Drive, that whole Gracie Stadium thing is come from this. I used to know who was Gracie's, man Gracie was, who the name after Gracie. But that was the problem. You did not go out there and walk unless your butt going to jail. It's just simple. That's all it was. Because matter of fact, when I was 16, 17 years old, every now and then a lady on Abercone used to, I worked on Bonnet and then Gaston, and she used to order groceries and I used to ride my bike out there. That's the only reason the cops didn't bother me. Yeah. And the same thing when I was standing by Forsyth Park. You know, they had they had about 8 teams out, 8 fields. And during that time, the American Legion was really the American Legion in Savannah. And I used to come through there, deliver my stuff, come through by the fountain, come in the back, and look at that one field. Number 1 was the best field there. And I used to stand there and look. And one of the, we had a young white kid. He didn't know nothing about no racism. You know, he said, come on out here. Could you play? I said, yeah, I got my gloves here. So I was just running the ball down. And the coach looked at me, and he called me. I said, oh, God, now they're going to run me off the field, He told me to my face. He said, if I can paint your face white, you'll be my center field. And that's why I found out. I said, boy, this is something else, But we couldn't play in Forsyth Park, and I know them kids on the Legion team could not play me. I know that. The same guy, Kim Harrison, I used to chase balls with him out there by Daphne Park. That's the only time I stayed out at Daphne Park. Yeah, you did not, I'm telling you, you did not hang in Daphne Park. It's just if you want to go to jail. And the other one was Bacon Park on the other side of it. No, you didn't do it. It's simple, White Bluff Road, yeah. And if you go out there where all the softball fields at now, is a golf course out there. When I was in school, we plant every pine tree out there for nothing. Yeah, now you go and do what you want to do, but I still think it's wrong with what they're doing. They actually patronizing, It's okay, yeah. They actually forgetting about a lot of things. You don't supposed to let it bother you, but I always tell people, if you don't know where in the hell you came from, you sure don't know where in front of you there. And I just think if you don't teach what's happening, you're going to keep having the same thing. And I think that's the problem we got now.
So I heard from Gator Rivers that in Savannah, when you were walking through the areas down there, that blacks weren't really supposed to walk through the squares.
No. I can tell you, everyone from City Hall, they had. Well, if you come from City Hall, I'm sure they tore it down since you went to school. They had the slave market right there. And the next, from the City Hall, the next one, Park. Next one, Park. You didn't even walk through Forsyth Park. And you get down on Bonnet Street, you better run. I'm going to tell you, it's funny now. You better run. The only reason they didn't bother me there because I worked on that Bonnet and Gaston, and they knew who I was. But you did not walk through there because you're going to jail. It's just simple, And it was, see, Gator went to beach. Gator was way after me, He was a hell of a basketball player. Anyway, but I know in the first one had a Tommy Chichi memorial thing, on the Indian thing. And if you stand up around there, it was trouble. That's why I tell people, I can go back to when the slave market thing was, and they had Crest in the barbershop. That was Mr. Grant barbershop. I used to work for him in the barbershop. Then I worked for him. He cut only white hair. Then I come Geese Road on 37th Street. Mr. Miller, he only cut black hair. So I was working in between. I'm serious. I was working between both of them. But Savannah was really bad. That people don't know is that you had to stay on what they call your side, and that's just where it is, you know. But my thing is, when it happened, nobody want to change. You know, you can burn down and tell all you want, but you still ain't changing nothing. You know. And then my mother, when they used to call her the male Savannah, the Ruth White, her name was. And if you want anything done, you really talk to her, you know. But man, I don't care what nobody say. Savannah wasn't nothing to play with. Yeah, it wasn't. Because I mean, I got in my only trouble is when I worked for 7-Up Balling Company. The guy called me the N-word, and he gonna tell me what I got to do. I don't. 7-Up Balling Company used to be way out Victor Drive, and him and I got into it. And then he pulled a gun on me. I mean, he shot 9 shots at me. I mean, just like this, but I don't know whether the Lord was with me, but all I know, I got out the way. And I went down, it used to be, they used to sell the little hamburgers next to Grace Stadium there. And I'm standing to the policeman. He said, oh, God, a lot of trouble down here, right? and I seen, we call it black wire, police thing pick you up. And I said, Lord, if I go home and they come to my house, my mother gonna kill me. I ain't worried about the police. My mother gonna kill me. So I went and told them, and I went to jail. The court, the same, I don't know whether the police department down there by the cemetery, historical cemetery. When I went to jail and my mother found out I was in there, it was hell in Savannah. I'm telling you, it was hell. And when I got, you know, they did the little court and blamed me for all this stuff. And I said, oh, God, I got to start waking up now. And, you know, which I did, you know. But it just so much that I feel bad about Savannah now. I think it's going to the worst. And it's come from who's who in Savannah, the politicians, you know. Because when I read your thing about what we're trying to do, nobody want to do nothing. I mean, we got, like you say, the Salad League. We got Sportsman Park. They don't want to find out what happened there. You know, nobody don't want to remember that, you know, we couldn't go to Gracie Stadium, you know. We couldn't play there, you know. But they bring in other things. Then when Armstrong State, which is Armstrong, they can play there. Armstrong State baseball field was better than Savannah State baseball field. And Coach Roberts was something else. You know, I met him, talked to him. But they had more stuff in a shorter year than school been over 100 years. And that's what I'm trying to do here at Morris College. P15 is the Legion team can go to the field, Raleigh Park, and take over. But you got a college here. They can't. They have to play around somebody else. The guy's scared of their job. That's all it is. You know life. You know. Yeah.
Here, let me change the SD card real quick in this one.